Good afternoon, kings and queens. Jamaican Beauty here. So today's video is basically gonna be um part two of my series, Who is Jamaican Beauty? This part two will be called What It Was Like for Me Going from Not Too Hot. And basically it just talks about my transition, the mindset change, the psychological and mental, emotional, and spiritual changes one goes through after you lose a certain amount of weight. So basically, let's first go into my first part of why I wanted to lose weight. So in part two, I explained that I had always been the heaviest one of my friends. No matter who I was around, where I was at, I was always the biggest. And to me, I already had low self esteem. I lacked self confidence. And, all the major components that you need in today's society to get further ahead. I didn't have any of that. And although my family, my mom, my dad, and everybody was very supportive of me, I didn't see myself in the light that they saw me in. So I had to go on a journey to figure that out for myself. So initially, I started losing weight for health reasons. I had hit the highest I think was 215 pounds. My menstrual cycle, excuse me, man, was just off the charts. It was not consistent at all. It was super painful, and my body was just going through changes that at a young age I should not have had to go through. So I had made a decision like, okay, I'm already at like rock bottom as far. I mean, I was always educated. I was always smart. I was always beautiful. But my health had deteriorated and I was getting older and it was getting worse. And I wasn't even, you know, in my 20s yet. So I was like, you know what? It's time to make a change. So after I graduated high school and I went on to community college, I started, watching videos of like fitness trainers, fitness models. I started, looking at visuals and, taking on those visuals into my mind of what I wanted to see myself as. So I lost, the first 10 or 15 pounds. It was pretty, amazing because I was like, oh my God, I can breathe. I can do this. Like, it was like a really eye opening experience. It showed me that I was stronger than I even knew for myself. And my body started reacting to the fact that I was choosing a healthier lifestyle. My menstrual cycles and any and everything else that was wrong with my body, it started evening out, started getting better. And it was really good. My doctors were happy with me. I was happy with me. And as I started making that change on the inside, I noticed it started affecting people around me on the outside. And I've always been the kind of person that I want to help people. I want to be known for helping people. I want to be useful in a good way. Um, and I noticed that me losing weight had started motivating other people. It started making people question, what can I do to lose weight? And I was like, you know what? I like this. Like, this is like something that I'm passionate about. I became passionate and it motivated me to go harder, to do more, to learn more, have more knowledge of the necessities that you need to not only have a foundation for your weight loss, but to also build on that foundation and help others around you. So that's what I decided to do. And in order to maintain that motivation and that passion, I started looking for ways to get into different things to keep me motivated. So I was looking at, like I said, when I started off, I was looking at fitness models to be my role models to, give me that push and drive towards the body that I wanted for myself. So I started, training to be a fitness model and it was looking good. I was doing the thing. Um, and I got a lot of great responses. But once again, that confidence thing, even though I was more confident, I hadn't gotten to that level of confidence where I was ready to put myself out there, that I was happy with my body. Even though I got all the way down to 160 pounds, I still saw myself as bigger Jody. So that psychological change had not yet happened. My mind had not caught up to what I physically looked like. So that's where, I really had to do some praying, some meditation, and all that. Then people love my pictures, which ties into me getting over 200, not 200, over 2,500 um, messages a day from random couples, man, woman, transgender, whatever is out there. Excuse me, the sun is hitting. Wow, the sun came out. Hey. But whatever, whoever, they were all trying to see what was going on in Joey's world. Let me turn it this way. And at that time, I thought that was what I needed to give me the boost of confidence I needed. But that was temporary. Once again, it's an internal change that only you can make happen. And even though I was getting all these external, like, affirmations and compliments and everything, that wasn't enough to sustain the foundation of what needed to happen inside of me. So it was temporary, and it was a good temporary. I enjoyed the moments, but it didn't last. Then this is like the big one, and I had read stories of people that had major weight loss changes. How when they lost the weight, guys that never paid them any mind started coming out the woodwork and was like, I want to hang with you, and that's my sister, and all that stuff. And I went through that, and I'm gonna tell you, it's not all it's cracked out to be. Because once you start making that change, and then you wanted these certain guys' attention, or this certain group of girls' attention, all of a sudden you see them in a different light because you work so hard to get to where you're at. And then you look at them and look at what they're doing with their life, and you're like, why did I even like you in the first place? Like, bye bye. Um, and then, like I was saying, even though I had physically changed, there was still a lot of psychological, emotional, mental, and spiritual, and also social changes that needed to take place in order for me to reach that next level in my life that I know I was called to be at. And that ties into part 3, where after I had lost the weight, it's crazy. I met the love of my life like a year before me and him even got together, but we hadn't kept in contact. We kind of just met through mutual friends, and then I reconnected with him again when he hit me up on Facebook. Go figure. Um, and life, started working on me then through him and his family. So I am grateful for the change. In order for you to understand the extra changes and what you have to go through to get to that next level, to break through to the person that you are from where you're at to where you want to be, you had to tune in to part 3 of my series, where I explain to you how finding the love of my life through God and through prayer changed my life forever. And it has enabled me to become the queen that I am today. Thank you for watching, Kings and Queens, Jamaican Beauty. I love you guys.